I will give it a couple of minutes to get people streaming in and watching this live. I'll wait before it goes live on YouTube as well. It always takes a couple of seconds. And then let's talk Bitcoin, and you can ask me whatever you want. I can already see some people streaming in YouTube. Again, an unusual time for me to be streaming, but I don't have any other possibility today, so that's why I'm doing it at this time zone. Yes, now YouTube is live. I can see that YouTube is live. That's amazing. Let me say good morning to a couple of you before we go. Sound is okay. I think the image is also okay. A bit more bright over there. And then we can see some people already in the chat. Good morning, Walter is goed. Good morning, Kevin Noordman, Maureen Albert, Sajal Narang, and David Zapf. All of you, good morning. I could probably say goedemorgen. Mostly Dutch people in the chat at the moment. And now people start to stream in a little bit more. I think there's a lag in YouTube, so I will wait for some more people to stream in. And then I will start my rumble over on Bitcoin and all the other stuff, guys. Very happy that you're all in here. Puff Bootleg is also POV Bootleg. Greetings from Koh Lanta, the other side of the Phi Islands. Amazing. That is my coffee, and there it is. The bull market vibes are still on, guys. Yes, bull market vibes are still on. You want ASMR? Yeah, that was the ASMR part of the video. Happy Friday. Welcome Sajal from North India. Welcome Waiki Lee. Welcome Jarno Denny, the meat contact in South Africa. JP Max, welcome as well. William van Aalst, Max Crypto to the Moon, Sajal, all of you welcome to the AMA. Now, I have a couple of news things I want to talk about because I told you last week, I said some big news coming up at Bybit. That big up came up and big news came out already yesterday in Bybit. I couldn't share that news with you because I had this non-disclosure agreement where you can't say what they share with you. But I knew, of course, that Bybit was going to go live again in Europe. As you all know, Bybit is still my preferred exchange when it comes to trading, hodling, staking. So if you want to sign up as a European Union person, you can again join Bybit. The link is in the chat. Bybit accessible to all the EU again. They've got the full license set up now in Austria. So their new main office will be in Vienna, Wien, and from there they will cover the whole European Union, guys. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, Wermer Gebauer. Good morning, Planet Fusion, Justin, Enban, Niels. Good morning, all of you guys. Thank you for coming again. And let me see. Where do we start today? There's so many things I want to talk about, but we need to start somewhere. What I will start with is saying thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you that gave me birthday wishes in DMs, in social media posts, all over the place. It was thousands of DMs and birthday wishes. Thank you so much. If I did not reply, that doesn't mean I don't care. It means it was really overwhelming. I have never received so many birthday wishes. The older I get, the more birthday wishes I receive. So sorry for that. I try to like them all as much as possible. I can't reply to all of them, but again, I really appreciated all those beautiful messages. I kept reading a few of them, of course, and it's beautiful messages. It did really good to me to see that we have that big of a community that really cares for each other, and that it even took the time to say happy birthday to me on the 26th of May. We should have been to 120K. We didn't visit 120K, so I called Bitcoin. I told Bitcoin, God damn, man, why don't you give me my birthday present on the 26th of May? And then Bitcoin told me, yeah, man, maybe the last couple of days in May, but it will become difficult. Maybe the first week of June, I will be able to give you a 120K prize. I told him my daughter's birthday is on the 5th of June. I want to see Bitcoin 120K on the 5th of June, and Bitcoin looked at me and started laughing, and he was like, "You can't talk to Bitcoin." Ah, okay. So yeah, the guys, I was wrong there, but on the other hand, I was pretty close, bro. I was like, I told you this around 74K. I told you May 120K. Like 112 is like 8K less. It's not that bad if you make a pump of 45K. So I was correct in the direction. I was correct also in the amount, but not completely the target. I do still believe that 120K is a target, maybe in June, but June, July, August are difficult months. The summer mostly is a little bit more bearish. But I'm going to answer as much as possible questions today for you guys. So I'm not going to dive into my own charts. If there is any chart that you want me to talk about, leave it behind in the questions, because I want to focus today on just answering questions, questions, and questions. And you will be online 45 minutes to 1 hour max, because then I have 2 more meetings, Zoom calls about companies I'm going to invest in, blah, 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 blah. Busy day on Friday, guys. Now, there we go. Let's pay some attention to the questions, Didi. You keep rambling on. We have only 120 viewers. Normally it's 500 viewers. I don't know what is wrong. Maybe I didn't promote it this time good enough, well enough, whatever. It's okay. There we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Which altcoin would you advise for this bull market? He's a beginner and he wants his small saldo a little bit increase it through altcoins instead of Bitcoin. Okay, a very good one. So for me, the ones that are at the moment interesting, I think Solana wants to break out. I think Chainlink wants to break out. I think Ethereum needs to break out. So these altcoins are layer one altcoins that I really believe that could make a difference and really break out to the upside and have a little bit more result than Bitcoin has. But if this Bitcoin news keeps going on, keeps being positive, adoption of countries, institutional investors, companies like GameStop now as well joining the group, the more Bitcoins will be bought through companies, the more the Bitcoin price is about to go parabolic into this 160K to 200K zone. And if Bitcoin will do that pump now already, like June, July, August, then there won't be an altcoin season possible, because Bitcoin just dipped to 105K. What does Ethereum do? It also dips. So why the fuck, if Bitcoin dips, does Ethereum also dip? Because people are not exchanging Bitcoin for Ethereum anymore, because else Ethereum will be pumping. Ethereum is not pumping. The altcoins are not pumping. If I go now to Coin Market Cap, maybe I should do that just to check where we are at the moment with all the currencies. Everything is red. It's like nothing is pumping. Nothing is pumping. It's like Bitcoin is dropping, the rest is dropping. Normally, when Bitcoin would be dropping and the dominance of Bitcoin would be dropping, there should be altcoins pumping. They should become green. And there is nothing. The only thing that I can see green is a virtual, like 1.28%, Quant, QNT, 12%. Then we have Dexit, 12%. But like, there's, yeah, some meme tokens, of course, always like 24%, but the rest is red. So normally they should be taking over. Ethereum should be taking over. Bitcoin is dropping with 5% in the last 7 days. In the last 24 hours, 2.8%. Ethereum is dropping with 4% in the last 24 hours. So they should be taking over. They are not taking over. So for me, I find it difficult to believe in many altcoins pumping. So for me, I would always be investing in Bitcoin. There we go. Next one. David Zapf is asking if will mine in Ethiopia or Kenya. No, I'm not going to mine. I do have some really cool stuff, but I can't seem to get it up and running. Maybe some of you know what this is. I will show you, but I can't get it up and running, guys. It's a mini miner. It's really cool. They send it to me to test it, and I want to test it, but I can't get it mining. This is a mini miner. Powermining.io BitX mini miner. Look how small this miner is. It's really small. And if I set it on, wait, I will set it on. You can see what it does. This one should be mining Bitcoin as well. And look, there the fan starts. It's really cool. and it starts, it finds the Wi-Fi network, everything, but it is not starting with mining. So I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. The Wi-Fi is correct, the Wi-Fi password is correct. It just doesn't start mining. I can't get into the configuration menu, because if I try to go and connect my Wi-Fi to this one to get into the settings, it doesn't let me. It only lets me to set the Wi-Fi network and the password. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but these miners, look how small they are. These will be in all households, and then you will be mining Bitcoin. I've seen them working. They do work. This just, I haven't been able to get it working at the moment. Also, didn't have too much time for it. If somebody has any idea on how to get this one, it's almost, you don't even hear it. You hear it? Silent. Beautiful. Every household should have a mini miner. Really cool thing, but yeah, it needs to be up and running before it's really, really cool. Let me see if I can put it away without breaking anything over there. And then like this. Perfect. There. Again, something new. So no, I'm not going to mine in one of those locations, because I don't want to be mining anymore. I've been there, done that. I just want to support the Bitcoin blockchain through mini miners now. I do think decentralization of mining will be a future thing. So I don't think it will be centralized big mines anymore in the future. I think even probably iPhones or whatever will be able to mine Bitcoin. Look how small that one is. That's comparable, just to be very clear. I will disconnect it from power. If you give me 1 second, just to compare it for you guys, it's not that bigger than an iPhone. This is same size. This is the iPhone 16. Look, iPhone 16 here. Maybe I shouldn't show my chat to everyone. Stupid. Yeah, the iPhone is bigger. This is already a miner. Any household in the world could be mining Bitcoins. If they all would be mining Bitcoins, we would be the biggest pool of the world. We would be bigger than all the centralized miners. And that's what it's about in Bitcoin, decentralizing. So we should be all running these miners. I don't have a referral link. I will soon maybe be able to post a link on the website where you can buy them. But that's what I really like, okay? Now, okay. Didi, you're mostly right. How do you think your trading bot will do in a bear market? It will do amazing. Please understand that my bots have already been running in the previous bear market. They performed really well. The bot that I opened publicly, that one on 2024, that's the one Bitcoin turning into 1.5 Bitcoin now in the last like 13, 14 months. But my private capital, which is also in the same sequence bot, is already running since the previous all-time high in the previous bull market. We survived the bear market. There's a shitload of results, a lot of profits in the bear markets. The bot doesn't trade with too many risks, which means even when the price goes down, it's able to trade. So yes, the bot will also perform, the inverse perpetual bot will perform in the bear market, and the spot bot will also perform in the bear market. So I'm not afraid of that. These are making 3.5% in average per month. And that's not from the last year, that's from the last 5 to 8 years combined information, still that same percentage. Both the USDT spot bot, 70% in the last 12 months. If you back test that one even longer, it's almost 70% each and every year. So I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. No. Okay. I don't believe in a super cycle. Depends what you mean with a super cycle. Let me be clear. If you mean a super cycle, there won't be any bear market. I don't believe in that. I believe that after this bull market top, somewhere towards the end of the year, we will have a 12-month long bear market. The super cycle, I do believe that we continue these 4-year cycles higher and higher and higher. So in total, if you zoom out, yes, it's a super cycle. Bitcoin will be $1 million to $10 million per Bitcoin in the far future. But I don't believe this one is just going to keep rising up. There will be people taking profit. Institutional investors will be taking profit. And yes, of course, the demand of the United States and other countries will be increasing. But still, I think a lot of people, when the Bitcoin price nears to 200K, will be taking profit, 150 already. So yeah. Davey is asking what happened to Papu Ninja. Again, I don't really know what happened to Papu Ninja. The project was up and running, did everything what they needed to do. A lot of projects in these meme hype tokens, they run out of funds at the end because nobody's using them anymore, and then they die off. I don't know if that happened to Papu Ninja. I still have all my tokens somewhere. I don't even look at it. In the meme tokens, that's a gamble. It's like you buy 10 times $200 of meme tokens. Maybe one is successful and you make profit. This is not Bitcoin. This is like meme world is the casino world. It's just like nothing else than casino. Everything in the meme token world is casinos. If there is a meme token with a utility, a meme token with a real project behind it, like the Didi Bam Bam token, which really has value, because if you own that token, you get access to trading tools, you get access to trading education, you get access to VIP groups, you get access to a lot of things if you hold that token. So there is really something behind it. There's value. Those tokens will be able to survive bear markets. All the other ones, they can't survive those bear markets because nobody is buying them anymore. Nobody wants to sell them because they drop so many percentage. So memes is a gamble. It's always a gamble. Just be very clear. Memes is gambling. BTC support, Speedy Tomato, for me, 104,000 is a level of support. If we break to 104,000, then I think we could even drop all the way to 94,000 US dollar, I think, and I need to be correct, because if you look on the weekly chart, maybe I should now pull up the charts. Give me a little bit to log in and everything, and what is wrong over here? It doesn't want to log me in. Okay, give me a second. I'm checking trading view. Get started. What get started? I'm already a member. Sign in. Let me sign in for a second. In the weekly chart, there is support. The ultimate support is at 94. I think 94,000 US dollar. I don't think we will drop all the way to that. For me, again, I do think that 104K is a beautiful level of support. Maybe I should show you the chart. Let me see if I can go into the charts, guys. Here, this is good. I don't know what is wrong. I have my plan. It's already there. This is all the markets. Let me see. Somebody played around with my laptop. I don't know what happened. Okay. I am now in the charts on the monthly. Do you want me to share the chart? I will share my charts so you can see what I'm to answer that question. I think it's more simple for me. Share. I need to do this and then presentation. So this is the monthly chart. That's why I ended my video yesterday with. If I now go to the weekly chart, for example, look, the ultimate support is that blue line. And the blue line at the moment for me is around 100,000 US dollar. There, this one is a very important line. We should keep supporting this 100K line. Okay, we are now at 105,000, but 104 should also be supported. 104 is this line, guys. Look, it is a horizontal ray. The body close there. You see resistance, and here the support. That should become the support now, 104,000. If we break that, it's this blue line around 100K. And then the ultimate support is over here. That's at 94K level there. Why? Look why. It has been support all the time over here. Just to draw, it was support over there. Resistance, resistance. So if we drop, this is the ultimate zone of support. First, this line, 104, then 100K, then 94. These are the support levels for me at the moment, guys. So let's be honest, this is a weekly chart. If we are going to count now the amount of green candles, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7 green candles, 7 positive bullish weeks. It's almost 2 months of bullishness in Bitcoin. It's not bad to have a red candle now and then. We don't see more than 7 candles very often. Here over this one was, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks almost only. So those green candles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's almost 8 great weeks. And that doesn't mean we are going to crash, but it does mean we get a correction, we go sideways. And from a sideways, we build up. Correction, we go sideways, we go up. Correction, we go sideways, we go up. Correction, we go sideways. If you go sideways around that 100K, that would, of course, be amazing, guys. Now, okay, there, I did do a chart today. Shit. um, what about Cardano? I still own Cardano, but I'm not a real Cardano fan anymore because I don't think they do what they say and say what they do. So I think Charles Hoskinson was very negative about Bitcoin, etc. So I'm like, yeah, if you are a crypto entrepreneur and don't understand that Bitcoin is the king, then I don't know if you are right with Cardano as well. Okay. I'm not a tax resident in Thailand. Definitely not a tax resident in Thailand. I'm a tax resident in Portugal. Didi is the bottom in. Yeah, what is the bottom? I think the next time we take profit is around 120K. Guys, for all people that are new to my channel, everyone that is a VIP already knew when to sell. My VIP sold around 111 to 112K. They took profits. Why? Because we started buying around 20,000 US dollars, 16 to 25,000 euros when we bought in. We played a 4-year cycle. We buy in around the bottom and we sell around the top. We don't need to aim for the perfect top, because what we bought at 16K, we will sell at 120K. What we bought at 20K, we will sell at 130K. What we bought at 25K, we will sell at 140K. What we bought at 30K, we will sell at 150K. We keep making profits. We dollar cost average out and we dollar cost average in. So that's very important that you understand that's the tactic we use as the Bitcoin family. Um, Digital money, yes. Yeah, I think digital money will be a big issue if you believe in that one. Definitely. Toaster, yes. Cheers to that. You're going to zero. Oh no. Should I make the face? I love it. Those people. You thought about everybody hold chart, 30-day chart looks very nice. Oh shit, man. Yeah, I can't look at that chart now, but I do love your project, guys. I love what everybody hold is doing. So check that project. JP Max is now doing the thing there. We did a collab with the Bam Bam team and the Everybody Hold team. um, we little projects need to support each other because we really want to change a little bit in this industry, also make fun, but also make people make money because of hodling, etc. So go and check them. There was a donation by Leroy Harrison. Thank you, $5. I don't see any questions, Sally. So if you have a question, Leroy, please ask. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I will give you also a beautiful heart over there. Okay, and now I know. Damn, I'm back again. Um, what if Satoshi Nakamoto is his name, decides to sell all his Bitcoin? I have this cool. Did you all see the reel about Satoshi Nakamoto? And that there should be a correlation between a game called Space Quest from the 1990s, and the developers of Space Quest were Rob Nakamoto and Satoshi Ueleka or something like that. I don't know, but this is all lies. All lies. I did my deep dive into that reel because it's a reel that's really popular at the moment. One of those developers is indeed a developer, and his name is indeed Nakamoto, but this person has only developed other games, not this game. Yes, the Buckanoid, the token they use in that game, does have the Bitcoin symbol on it, yes, but that other developer doesn't even exist, and they both didn't work on this game. So that's like a conspiracy theorist. I don't think Satoshi can even sell the tokens. Satoshi was a team, I think, of 5 people, and those 5 people, I think, burned their access to those tokens. That was just in the beginning a security that they needed. If something went wrong in the beginning, that they still could do something with that million tokens, change some things. And at the end, when they started to see that the world was starting to believe in Bitcoin, I think they burned their access to the Bitcoins, guys. Relax sound. Very good question. Should I sell my house? Should I sell my house now, or and buy Bitcoin, or do I wait till the bear market? Okay, if you sell your house now and you get your money today or tomorrow, and you can buy still around 100K, I do believe you can make a 40 to 60% profit. So each 100K will give you 40K in profits, or one Bitcoin will give you 0.4 Bitcoins in profits. Um, but but the risk is there. The risk is higher than when you buy the Bitcoins in the bear market bottom. But if you are willing to buy Bitcoin, go live on a cheap place where you don't spend too much, and willing to be keeping your eye on the market and my videos, and willing to take profits from 30%, 40%, 50%, then I think you can still do it. Because why wouldn't you take that 40 to 50% profit? If it would fall lower, you can always wait it out again before we go up. But then again, for me, the bull market top is in the end of this year. Somebody said a very dirty word. XRP. Yes, I don't like XRP. I don't talk about it even. When you touch Ripple, you go cripple. Yes, I sell Bitcoin as well. So again, Toaster, my portfolio, like if my portfolio is 100% Bitcoin, 40% I never touch. 40% is in cold storage. I can't even reach them. Sometimes it is even 50 or 60%. I don't want to be able to touch them. The trading portfolio that I really trade with, that one, let's say that's 30%. That portfolio I use to sell and buy back. So I sell them near the bull market top, I buy them back near the bear market bottom. The profits that I make, a part again goes to the whole portfolio, a part goes to my staking, algorithms, investments, etc., and a part goes into investing in Bitcoin. So yes, the part that I'm not selling but hodling is also working in my bots, for example. Please understand that I may be in a different position than most of people are, but the bot that I'm sharing with you with one Bitcoin that made 0.5 Bitcoin almost in a year and 2 months, I have that one up and running with a little bit more than one Bitcoin for myself. Which means let's say if I would have 10 Bitcoins in that bot, that would mean I've earned 5 Bitcoins in the last 14 months. 5 Bitcoins in the last 14 months. I can live off those 5 Bitcoins. Now, then we need to calculate my USDT bot that is also up and running, also making me money each and every month. So I have my capital working for me while it's in USDT, but also while it is in Bitcoin. So I don't really care too much about the market cycles anymore, but I do care about that game. I do care about, okay, can I turn these 50 Bitcoins that I sell at the top into 150 Bitcoins near the bear market bottom? For example, I'm saying 50, that was just an example. But that's the game that I like to play and like to teach people. So yes, I do sell my Bitcoins into stable coins to buy them back at the bear market bottom, guys. I don't have a link to this miner. I need to check it out, guys, because it's a company that sponsored this miner that sent it to me. So I need to check out where you can buy them, and then I will share that link with you guys. No, really, the silver project, you don't get tokens with it now anymore. That was in the beginning, the startup. Now you just get only access to the silver services. Why is Didi Bam Bam not on Bitvavo? Because we don't want to be on centralized exchanges like Bitvavo. Because why would I do that? I need to do all kinds of regulations, KYC, all that shit. Why would you want to do it? You need to be buying Didi Bam Bam like in a decentralized way. That's why we are supporting a decentralized way of living as well. No, I don't hold the dog of Bitcoin yet, guys. Sorry, Juan Leolito. Some people told me already, Didi, you need to buy dog of Bitcoin. I didn't buy them yet. I didn't buy them yet. I still need to do my research how to buy them as well, but I didn't. I do a shitload of Doge coins, yes, on Ethereum, and the Doge, yeah, a shitload of Doge coins, but I don't have any dog. No, I don't have any dog of Bitcoin. Fuck, I must not forget, but I'm so, I wanted to say fucking busy, but I am fucking busy. That I just these things that I hear, I want to do them, and then I just don't have the time to do them. The next bear market cycle, bear market bottom. Yes, I can give you what I think. I believe the next bear market bottom will be between 60 and 80,000 US dollar. So 60 to 80k. That is my next bear cycle. I will start to dollar cost average from the moment we lose 80k as support, and then we go with 70k. I keep buying all the way till the bottom. I keep then buying, 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 and then we go up again. I'm patient, and then we start to sell again. Some people think that the banks created Bitcoin. Yeah, it's possible. I don't give a fuck if it's working and it's up and running and it's making a lot of people financial independent. If they created it, they would be really stupid at the moment that they are now starting to buy it, because then they should have, while they created it, they have still access to the 1 million Bitcoins. But I don't think the banks did it. I do think that a guy was involved that also had a past at, for example, NASA or something. There was a guy that was working in the United States government that was one of the 5 people that started the Bitcoin. The green animal is called, yeah, it's also called Satoshi. Avax, yes, I will take a look at Avax once. The other one I don't even know what it is. AI16Z, I don't know what. I think that's a scam. 10% of Bitcoin. No, I don't think that. I'm not converting 10% of BTC into my alts. I will only start to buy alts the moment that I really see Ethereum starts to take off. Ethereum did not make an all-time high yet. We didn't even go to $4,800 yet. We are now 14 months after the Bitcoin all-time high last year in April. Ethereum is not even close to an all-time high. So why would I be exchanging my portfolio that's making a shit of the profit into a portfolio that's not making profit? Because Ethereum, let me see Ethereum go above 3K. If Ethereum goes above 3K, I will start to slowly diversify into maybe some Ethereum or alts again. But till that moment, Bitcoin for me is still the king. Many questions, guys. Sorry if I forget some to answer them. Please ask them again. I can't read them that quickly, so sorry for that. What if you just learned about Bitcoin now? Would you do this? Yeah. 009 Trine. I would do it all over again. If I would learn now about Bitcoin, I would definitely sell my house. I would definitely sell my companies. I would definitely sell my cars. I would definitely sell all the materialistic stuff that is not increasing in value in the same speed as Bitcoin is increasing in value. I would not need that stuff anymore because I would be traveling over the world and I don't have any attachment to that materialistic shit anymore. And that's what made it possible for me to take all that capital and invest it in something that is protecting my capital against inflation and is increasing my purchasing power, koopkracht for the Dutch people, every year. And I love it that if I hodl one Bitcoin, every couple of years, I'm able to buy more with that one Bitcoin, every time more. If I hodl $1 or €1, I'm buying less each and every year. So yes, I would recommend everyone to go all into Bitcoin with their full capital because that increases your purchasing power. Staying in dollars, real estate, all of that shit is destroying your purchasing power. So I would not do that. Why would I want to destroy my purchasing power? Why would I want to destroy the future of my children? If you stay in the traditional fiat world, your kids will not have anything left when they get their in the end they when they get their money. There is nothing. There is nothing. It's worthless. Like $1,000 in the far future, maybe you buy for a cup of coffee because of all the inflation. It doesn't work anymore, the system. So no, I would not stay in the old system. I would always go into this new system. Portugal is tax-free for Bitcoin, capital, dividends, and much more. And no, you don't need to live there. You do need to have a rental agreement, or if you're not a European person, an investment in Portugal to be able to get a residency. I didn't buy the miner. Some people sold me. No, I didn't do it on my telephone yet. Maybe I should. They told me you could connect it also to your 3G, 4G, 5G, whatever you're using. So maybe I will test that. Maybe it is something with the Wi-Fi network. I'm gonna do that. I just didn't have the time yet, but I didn't. But I did want to share it with you guys. But the brand name is BitX. If you Google BitX 601, so there, that one. If you Google that one, you will find it and you can buy it online. It's really cool to have such a thing. Let me see. If my internet provider has a what? If there is an issue with my internet provider, can I still? Yeah, of course. Yes, because like we are not dependent anymore on the government electricity. We also have solar electricity. I also have, for example, this. I don't know how do you call this. Fuck, I forget the name in English. I just got it for my birthday. It's a solar charger. So it's a solar charger that has a 20,000 amperes in it. So you can charge your phone like 10 times, or you can charge three machines at the same time. I will just put it in the sun. I will be able to charge my phone and use it. You don't need the internet of the government anymore. You can also use, for example, the satellite internet from Elon Musk. There is more and more decentralized solutions for living a world where you don't depend anymore on governments and on government services. That's why we live decentralized. Yes, I am gonna take Starlink from Elon Musk as well. I want to have the travel kit and I want to be traveling with it and check my internet all over the world without being dependent anymore on, for example, a government connection. So there's more and more ways to do it. So I do think if my internet provider has an issue, I would have issues also with my banking app. I can't use banks anymore if the internet is gone. So I can use Bitcoin because I even can use Bitcoin sending it through radio waves. There are so many possibilities. So yeah, for me, I prefer to bet on Bitcoin. Yes, I was on Nostr yesterday, but I just don't get any attention on Nostr. So I keep tweeting there and texting, and there's only 3, 4 people that respond to my Nostr messages, which is really terrible, I think, and that's why, yeah. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go there. I was there. And thank you, TZK 20. This is what Czech Krone was that 20 good. Thank you so much for the donation. I am there every time, and I leave messages, but there's just not too much response. I don't know. I don't pay taxes in the Netherlands, and I also don't pay taxes in Thailand. So, to be very clear, we as a family are also a business, and our business is not registered in Thailand, also in the Netherlands. Our business is registered in a beautiful tropical island somewhere where I don't pay tax. So where I don't need to pay too much tax, let's say it like this. My personal income is, of course, part of the business, and I should be paying personal income in Portugal, but there is no income tax on your crypto, on your Bitcoin. So not if you hold them longer than a year, but also not if you not cash out into fiat currency. So if you keep it in crypto, stable coins, whatever, you don't need to cash out. And at this moment, I use decentralized debit cards that are not connected to the country that I'm registered at, it becomes very difficult for them to trace what you are doing with your money. So I'm trying to, in a legal way, avoid paying too much tax, but in a legal way. I'm not like not paying tax in an illegal way, because that would be terrible. Look what happened to Roger Ver, for example. I will never do that. in the legal way, I will be avoid to pay tax, guys, and that's perfectly possible if you live a decentralized uh, lifestyle. In my opinion, if I would be living a fixed lifestyle, for example, um, of the 12 months living 10 months in Portugal or 10 months, for example, in Spain or 10 months in Thailand, yes, I would definitely be paying tax in one of these countries. But if you live less than 180 days in all of these countries, the law says that you are not obligatory to pay tax in that country as long as you stay less than 180 days in one of these countries. So you can play a little bit with this. There's a lot of things that you can learn on this, and yeah, you learn to play with it. Yes, I know there's real people on Nostr. I know. Here, okay, I'm gonna go again to. I'm gonna check it now again because if I'm gonna post something now. If I again get like 3 likes, I don't know what to do anymore. Look, here, there. I'm gonna make a picture. Bam, there, there. I'm gonna this one add upload live on YouTube. Come and see. Let's see if that works. So, can I use the baby? I don't know what you mean. You can't mine USDT with me. No. The BTC support on the 4-hour chart at the moment is 104,962. Yes, exactly what I just said. And resistance at the moment is 106,000 US dollar around that level. The rainbow chart has been accurate most of the time. Would I bet on it? No. If the rainbow chart is giving a top of 220,000 US dollar, then I would not bet on it. I think 160,000 because we didn't always go to the top of the rainbow, the red area. We also sometimes went to the orange area, and then I would go for that 160K, in my opinion. Good to contribute to society though for hospitals, schools, etc. Yes, Tintin, definitely. I don't know if you're talking about tax or whatever. Tax should be going indeed to society, to hospitals, schools, etc. But sadly, nowadays the money is not going there anymore. That's why those schools have not money enough, and the teachers don't earn enough. That's why hospitals are all going bankrupt. That's why there is waiting lists at hospitals because the money that you pay in tax is not going to those schools and those hospitals. That money is going to wars. It's going to fake wars, fake economical wars that are being created between Russia, Ukraine, and all of these fake show. That's where your tax money goes to. And why should we be paying tax for wars if they can print money out of thin air like this? If you can print money out of thin air, why the fuck do I need to pay tax for you to fight a war? Print money and help all the poor people in the Netherlands. Print money and help all the poor people in Spain. Print money and give dental care to all the children in Spain that can't afford it themselves. Do that. It's that easy. It's that simple. Print it out of thin air. You print it out of thin air to buy new airplanes to fight a war. You print it out of thin air to help your corporate friends, the big businesses, give them money to become even richer. They print it for everything aside of the normal people that are now having issues because of the inflation, because of all the shit fucked up healthcare where you need to wait 2 weeks for an appointment. If my tax money would go directly into those causes and I could call to the hospital today and say, can I come for an appointment? And they say yes, then I would definitely pay tax. That's why I am in Thailand. If I need to go to a hospital today, I just go there, no appointment needed, bam, directly with the doctor, I pay, done. That's what I need. I don't need to pay healthcare to a government that doesn't give me healthcare, but it gives healthcare to 1 million immigrants and to all the war victims in another country. I am not that kind of person. That's why I'm against that way of paying tax. So, sorry, needed to answer you, Tintin. I've seen physical attack on Bitcoiners. Yeah. Thank you again for the donation, A. To be very honest, we did discuss this now with with the family as well. Um, so we did discuss it as a family. It is getting more and more crazy. And why is it getting more and more crazy? Um, because people are getting more and more desperate. People are also getting more and more poor. It is terrible that all those people are getting more and more poor. And why are they getting more and more poor? Because the government and the central banks keep fucking up their business. And when people get poor and don't see any way anymore, they turn into violent people. They turn into robbing, stealing, scamming, whatever they can to provide for their family. So the whole economical situation has been created through the governments since the whole fake show about that fake flu is devastating for the normal working people and for the average working person. Like, those are in deep shit at the moment. What will happen is they will start to attack other people, and that's what we see in crypto now. They are going to check which people can we easily attack to get some money off, and they really believe, and that's the issue, those people are not educated, that every crypto person, every crypto influencer, every crypto CEO holds their bitcoins on their telephone or holds their bitcoins in their pocket. We all have multi-layer security setups. Even if people would put a gun against my head, I could not give them the bitcoins because there's a fourth person and a third person that needs to sign, aside, for example, as me and another person. So there's four people that need to sign to get my hodl stack loose. If they want my Bitcoin from the Bybit exchange, it's impossible. There's a triple layer security setup. They even need to do a call with my face in the screen. Then again, need to wait 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, to be able to get or withdraw my funds from Bybit. So all of us crypto people have, in a secure way, secured our Bitcoins. So it's stupid that people still try to attack crypto people. It's like they were driving into Bitcoin ATMs to get Bitcoins out. Now they are trying to rob Bitcoin people, thinking the Bitcoin people have the Bitcoins in their pocket. That's just not the way it is. But it's very sad to see what's happening in France. In France now, again, the daughter of a CEO was on the street in Paris, almost kidnapped. She just escaped. There's a lot of things going on. And then, of course, as a family where you have three daughters, you are discussing this as a family. You're like, okay, is it safe for us to go back to Europe? You know, you don't hear about these stories in Thailand. You don't hear about these stories anywhere where we go at the moment, but we do hear about these stories in Europe. Do I still want to go to Europe now this summer? Yes, I want to go there because my parents-in-law live there, my sister lives there, my brother is there at the moment, my friends are there. So I do want to visit it, but is it safe? Can I still go to Marbella without being robbed by all the mobs? Can I go to the Netherlands without being robbed? Can I go to France? It's becoming difficult. So yes, that also makes it sometimes for me difficult to continue this these YouTube videos. Now. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should go dark. You know, maybe I should go dark because everything I do, yes, we earn some money with it, but all that money that I earn um, is not worth the risk anymore when it becomes too dangerous. Then I would just go dark. I just would not share my location anymore. Maybe just go completely dark with YouTube, Instagram, everything, and just live a happy life of the crypto profits we made. I did my best in educating a shitload of people for years. I was there already in 2013, all in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, making videos in all of these years, telling people to buy Bitcoin at $300, $800, $5,000, $10,000. I did my job. If it becomes too dangerous for me to continue my job, there will be a moment I will be pulling out the plug and go completely faceless. Maybe that's also the reason why I started Didi Bam Bam. You know, that's pure educational value where I can give education without showing people where I live, what I do. There's a lot of things that we as a family are discussing. Not saying I'm gonna stop. Not saying I'm just saying, if it gets dangerous, like I can see around me more and more and more, yeah, then of course there is a possibility that we need to restructure our business. Okay. There is another guy, 11 euros, become a 10,000 DDBAM holder and get free access to a Didi trading bot. Yes, that's of course from Didi Bam Bam. That is true. If you hodl 10,000 Didi Bam Bam tokens, let me make this very clear, because people think it's an investment, but you buy 10,000 tokens on Uniswap. It's around $1,000 at the moment. Then you can connect your wallet to our Telegram group and get fully access to all our trading tools. A shitload of trading tools, but also a shitload of trading education, and of course a special VIP group for the people that hold 10,000 BM tokens. Now, if you might not like that group, or might not like the tools, or can't use anything that we are doing over there, you sell the tokens like this in a split of a second back on Uniswap into Ethereum or USDT, whatever you want. You can even do it like on Apex. You can exchange your DDBAM tokens into USDT. Apex Omni is the best decentralized exchange out there. Yes, the Didi Bam Bam token with USDT is a pair over there, so you can even switch it to USDT and then just be happy again. But at least you tried it, and it doesn't cost you anything. And the token has been stable now for months around the 9-10 cents. I do think with the pace that we're building stuff at the moment, it won't stay this low. If Ethereum starts to pump, I'll start to pump. I know for sure that Didi Bam Bam will be pumping, because we are a project with something behind, with valid utility, but also with valid value. So as long as you keep building, something will come up. Um, Yeah, that's a very good comment, Bobby Fish. And that's also why we live a minimalist lifestyle. I'm still wearing my Bitcoin T-shirts, and I'm not driving a Lamborghini. I'm not wearing really expensive jewelry. I'm not showing off. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not that influencer. We are billionaires, private jets. I don't really give a fuck about all the private jets. My shoes don't have red bottom soles. I'm just flip flop guy. So an average person. Let me give you this story. Even here in Thailand, I'm walking around like I really walk around with a Bob Marley shirt, like a cheap swim flip flops. Even in Thailand here, where people already get to know me a little bit, if I go to a restaurant and I ask if there is tables, there is restaurants where they'll be like, mm, because I also visit luxury restaurants. I'm a foodie. I love really good food, but I just choose not to adopt to the style of clothes that a restaurant would expect. So I will go into a Michelin restaurant with my flip flops, and they will be, yeah, but we need to wear shoes here. And I'm like, I'm going to eat and I can afford it, but they look at you as if you can't afford it, and that gives me that good feeling, because then I know most people, 90% that sees me riding around on the bike, think, oh, that motherfucker is poor as fuck. He doesn't have shit. Give him new flip flops. There's a whole crack in his flip flops. Give him some shoes. The guy is shopping at the 7-Eleven. He doesn't have money at all. So for me, that's why we live that. And that's why we also told our kids never to become too materialistic. Just live life, be happy with what we have, be grateful for what we have. We already have a bigger house than a lot of people, which is really nice. We travel, we don't need to work every day. We are happy as fuck like this. But yeah, we are just not the family that wants to show off. Sometimes I do feel like, should we turn from this mindset now, just to see the reactions from fully minimalistic into fully materialistic, like go live in a fixed house in a fixed place, put 3-4 Lamborghinis, Porsches, the kids with pink cars, whatever brand they want, and walk around with these chains with Bitcoin and I don't know, a golden like tooth and more, I don't know, like, and then live a life for a year like that. I think people would really be in shock if we would do that. Could be really cool though. Sorry, still a little bit of a cold. Um, Thank you, Angelique Roberti. Yes, it's Roberti. Yeah, You know, if you choose to make videos, being social media influencer, if you choose to be an Amazon Prime series, you know that people will notice you, and you also know that you will get DMs, and you will receive threatening letters, you will receive all kinds of weird shit. And that's what we chose for, and we can't turn that back. We did it. We are there. I can't say now delete my past. It's impossible. Most things you can't delete. So it's what it is. And we try to stay fit, and we try to be honest, and we try to keep giving to the poor people as well, and we try to help our friends and family. So we do good, and we hope that karma gives us good back. And I do think when people are scamming other people, they have a bigger and higher risk of being robbed. Let's say it like this. um, I think family and friends are way more important than in that flashy jewelry and everything. In the Netherlands, we lived on a Speed Tomato. Speedy Tomato is asking, in the Netherlands, you lived on a campsite. So we lived on the campsite when we went all in. We lived on that campsite for almost a year. No, before going all in, yeah, it's almost a year in total. And then the campsite was not livable anymore. There was too much media attention and news people and coming to the campsite. So that's why we left the campsite and we started to travel. We loved that time. That was an amazing time, beautiful time as a family. But we grew out of that, and we are now having. I have three daughters. The oldest one is almost turning 20. Then we have the one of 18 and now 15. So they need their own room and privacy nowadays. So yeah, that's why we live a little bit more luxury now. But still, we're looking forward to doing some adventures again. Oh, something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong, but I think my YouTube live didn't stop. Was just an error. So yes, all good, all good, all good. Happy place. In Thailand you can be who you are, and people just don't give a fuck about if you bling bling or not. I still go to the most fancy beach clubs on my flip flops in my shirt and have fun and also share my wealth. Yes, I give away my drinks, I give away food, I let people enjoy their time with me without needing to pay, etc. Um, yeah, and just hope that nobody will come back in an aggressive way to you. Let me see. Is there any other things, guys? I think I've been online an hour now, so I'm gonna end the live. Hour is enough, so people can still re-watch this one. I want to thank you very much for joining this live, for asking all the questions. I hope I did a good job. If I did a good job in answering the questions, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Also, I have one question to you. So before you all leave, one more question. The question is, do you like all of those new educational videos that I'm making as well? So we are making educational content, how to trade on Blowfin, how to trade on Bybit, what is a stop loss order. Do you like these videos as well? Because we have 60 in total that I want to create and push, but I don't want to push them if people don't appreciate those videos. I just want to create more educational content that has like how do you call this? Like that's not like only valid for today or for tomorrow, but it has a valid time span of years, because people always want to be educated about how to set a stop loss. So timeless content, they call it. I figured out that I should be making that as well. I don't get that many views yet, but in the long term, I think those videos will be viewed more and more and more, because people keep viewing them. It's not like time bound. Let me know. Do you like these videos, or don't you like the videos? Just I think it's good maybe to get some feedback there. Also, if we should change something there, we keep them short, only like 6 minutes, 7 minutes, so that you can really run through them and educate yourself on how to withdraw bitcoins into your bank account on Bybit, or from Blowfin that doesn't is not attached to your bank account. How can you get your bitcoins from Blowfin into your bank? Like just small practical videos that we want to create more and more to show people more educational value, as that is what I'm leaning towards more and more also with the Didi Bam Bam community, more educational value instead of just the daily content I'm creating. So that's okay. I can see a lot of response. That's thank you. Yes, educational. Yes, 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 yes. A lot of people are very positive. Like. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's really cool to hear. Okay, that's beautiful because we have been creating way more content than normally, and I can see also the views are going up and everything. So I really love that feedback, guys. Yes. Oh yeah, Martijn. Okay, maybe I give 1, 2, 3 more minutes. Martijn Jansen says, "I saw you in the trailer of Unbanked." Yes, I am part of that movie that was recorded almost 2 years ago at the Didi Bam Bam and Bam Bam Beach in Portugal. They came, they filmed with us for 3 days with the whole family. I'm just a little part in the trailer, but they told me there is a couple of big parts of me and my family and I in that movie, and that movie will soon be going live. So go check it out. I tweeted about it. I'm really proud that we as a family also again are part of that movie, because in that movie are all the people like Andreas Antonopoulos. There is also, for example, Adam Beck, which is one of the people that I think was there when Bitcoin was created. There's also Michael Saylor in this one. So it's like top notch of the crypto industry is in this movie, and I am in this as well. So I'm really proud of that. So go check that, guys. Again, thank you for watching. No, you don't need to be 180 days in Portugal. You need to have a rental agreement or be 180 days, or not if or either or. So you can have a rental agreement for a year or stay 180 days. Now, thank you for watching, guys. I wish you an amazing day, also an amazing weekend. Enjoy your Friday, enjoy Saturday, Sunday, and I will be back on Monday. This weekend, I'm not going to create content, only on Instagram and Twitter, and probably post 2 more educational videos this weekend, but not create any AMA. I do need some time off now and then as well, because I want to get this one up and running, and I still don't know how, but I'm going to check it. I want to have this one up and running this weekend. I need to get it up. I want to mine Bitcoins. I want more, more, more. Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.